of the rails. All you have to know, you have to add up is the rail angles.
But you've also got to remember they can hit them too.
Of course, that's why I'm saying you need to know the rail angles, so they can hit you and you can hit them, not just shooting them. But here we go live. Laskij versus Reaper, Lost World.
I'm on Reaper right now. He's going to be getting the lowest spawn up on the Mega. I can hear though Laskij picking up that rocket launcher, possibly heading over. Oh no, he's going down for the red. He might rocket jump out, go for that lightning gun.
And already being slightly aggressive on the start.
Laskij's an aggressive guy.
Oh, that's a great rocket. I don't think Laskij will be able to be much more aggressive for the next 30 seconds. But he is.
What? Why didn't he hit a rocket in Reaper's back?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like the easiest, I don't know, trap or backstabbing you could have done.
Even with the LG, I mean, I don't know. Oh my goodness. And that just went horribly wrong for Laskij.
Laskij's the type of person who can rage a little bit, and I don't think that's going to help his game at all.
Nice rocket jump. That's the starting stack he is. And if he doesn't make his way onto the middle of the map, Laskij would be there. But Laskij's right behind Reaper.
What the hell? We've got another yellow up. Is Laskij going to jump on this at the last second? No, he's
I don't know.
And now Laskij's completely disappeared. I don't know. Okay, I hear him now. He's at back of the lightning gun yellow.
But look at how fast both of them are moving. We don't... I mean, the games on Lost World aren't usually these fast, but they just want to fight. Laskij turns the fight around there, and Reaper, I don't know what he was doing at yellow with the mag and the red up. If Laskij had a clue that they were up, Reaper would have lost control now. Yeah, he's going to take the red, but he doesn't have rockets, so how's he gonna leave?
It was basically, shall I go for rockets or shall I go for red? Can't get both, and he decided to get himself a little bit of armor.
But Reaper still knows the rotation, he's getting all of the other items. And he did damage onto Laskij, so Laskij is still below 100 armor. And he doesn't have rockets.
He's keeping his own a little bit though.
Yeah, he's not dying.
He's not letting Reaper get on his face too much. And Laskij's
we might get another ad, yeah?
Yeah, look at that. Reaper kind of neglecting it a little bit, and it's suffering because of it. It does hit a bit of good vertical LG. Laskij gets the direct rocket, completely nullifying that pickup.
Yeah, that rocket's going to be so helpful. Oh, and he's starting to lag a little bit.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, because now he was starting to build a lot of momentum for himself, and after this, Reaper only has starting stack, and Laskij is going to take the position on center map.
I like the colors though on the scoreboard. I think it's very pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful work, Ukrainians. Well, from the beginning of this, I actually feel like, despite Laskij lost out on the first kill, I feel as if Laskij's playing a little bit better right now.
Yeah.
Not by much at all. I just feel like he's definitely asserting himself on the map more aggressively than Reaper is. And he's also hitting more of his shots, which is of course
obviously
very important.
Being more aggressive is better when it comes to Ukrainian battles.
Really?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that was some kind of historic joke or anything, or just random.
No, just about their playstyle.
Okay. Good. I wouldn't have called Bratella a particularly aggressive opponent though.
Well, he is when he has the momentum.
Yeah. If you catch him out of control, then you might not see him for 5 minutes though. That's the
as I said, we're back in the game, and Laskij did get the one yellow and the reds, and therefore he has control now, as Reaper only has 50 points of armor.
Yeah, this isn't much, and he's probably going to be losing out on this next mega health as well. Yeah, Laskij pushing out, keeping him out of his face. And he'll try and get that mega without it being seen, but Reaper's going to make it across here. What the hell's Laskij done? Oh, he wanted to turn it around.
Here, but no, he's still got a lot of armor. Not much health left for Reaper. Is Laskij going to find him after getting to the teleporter? No. Reaper doesn't even see where he is.
I quite like that trap in the end from Laskij. I was doubting him, but he did some great damage then. Now he's got to make sure that he can keep on choking Reaper around the map. He's
starting to take all of the yellows. Yep, he's going to take all the yellows, but Reaper not even showing up for those. That's how scared he is of Laskij. Oh, there he is. Dear. Oh,
that was so
he goes
painful.
to the red himself. Yeah, genius move from Reaper.
Mega should go to Laskij. He'll be able to pick it up. Rocket jump away. No, he actually goes back the same direction. He might be able to make his way over to the lightning gun yellow.
exactly can go and circle both yellows again. The thing is, Laskij tried to take all of the armor in the map, but he ended up missing out on the red, which is effectively like 2 yellows, so that's not gonna be that good for him. And Reaper with another trap in here. He knows he now has a second advantage after the initial burst of lightning gun. But that could change with the rocket from Laskij.
Exactly. Laskij's now trying to hit as well, but he's giving up from this fight. Backs off, picks up a yellow armor. Reaper gets a little extra. Is Laskij going to be able to pick up this mega? He is very quick on it, in fact.
Then backs off to the top yellow again. And he still has a lot of time to plan the next fight. He cannot let Reaper get the next red. And in fact, he's going to go to the pit himself straight away. As he...
Oh dear, Laskij.
Now.
Wait, he's living in Sweden, isn't he? How is he suffering from this?
I don't know.
That's Swedish internet, man. Meant to be...
Sai beat Neutrino.
Really? No way. What was the score? Do you have a clue?
I'm expecting him to tell me now.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid game then by Sai. Although I will talk a little bit about that game afterwards. Let's find out what happens now as we get back into this Reaper Laskij game. Hopefully these guys have managed to keep their mind on the item times during these pauses, whilst Laskij's having to fight 2 battles effectively right now. Reaper is so early for this red. Yeah,
and he's going to have to move away. More. He still has 100. Alright, but Laskij's starting to do damage. He knows exactly where Reaper is, and Reaper has no idea of when the Mag and the red are about to spawn. But he gets the other yellow, but Laskij's starting to close in on him. Doesn't want Reaper to have more than what he has right now.
He's got to be careful. He can't let Reaper get the turnaround onto that red armor, and he actually makes it out. Reaper's going to have a guesstimate at the timing on that item. And Mega should go to Laskij. He's going to have to be 200 as soon as he picks up that bubble. And I'm actually going to flick over to Laskij. Nice charge in, good LG damage, hasn't taken much in return. It's going to be red up in a second. Reaper
oh my god, he might lose out on the... Yeah, he's going to. Laskij needs to do a ton of damage when Reaper leaves this room, and he doesn't. And going for the LG fight, he's only going to get Laskij kill, so he needs to move away, get the next yellow, and even trap. Oh my god, he didn't have enough stack to do that. He needed the yellow before. And after 4 minutes, without control, Reaper gets the next frag. And might get another one from the spawn, right before the yellow spawns.
It's bad. Laskij, he was disciplining himself so nicely early on. He was making sure, right, make sure you're full control before you're going for a fight. And he just got a bit impatient. And it can cost you. That's what Lost World does to you. It tortures your mind.
It does.
And Reaper now 4-0 up. Laskij might not be able to pin himself as one of the top Ukrainian players just yet. It's not the way Reaper's playing it.
Down to the lava he goes.
I don't know if Reaper wanted to get the kill or if he just wanted to let Laskij burn.
Maybe both.
Yeah, just to ensure that. And now Reaper, he's just got to keep himself at getting full control. He doesn't need to go in for any silly fights. But Laskij, he's nowhere near as stacked as him, so he can definitely push him out of center map. And this is it, another easy frag. And Laskij might even decide to call GG's real soon. It kind of all stemmed from that first kill. I can't read Ukrainian, but it doesn't sound happy.
I don't know. No idea what he's saying.
Garpy is wondering about whether you can go to an IRC channel to find people.
Yeah, there is. Of course there is. If you read the rules, you would know there is. Why doesn't anyone read the rules?
These face rockets, there's just been so many of them from Reaper. Right at the first kill. Laskij has just been catching them. And they've called GG, so Reaper's going to be taking down Laskij, and he will head over to the quarterfinals. And it was actually looking like a very even game until Laskij was getting impatient. He had control, he was playing solidly, and he was even hitting pretty damn hard.
And it was only one frag. It's up to that point, and I think it was when he let Reapers turn around and get the red, and then he pushed in for a fight, and from there on, all went downhill.
Exactly. So we will